Hello friends, in today's video we will try to draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this beam. This beam is ABCD beam in which there is a hinge joint there are two beams, beam CD and beam AD hinge at point C, and there is a uniformly distributed load of 30 kN per meter from A to B and 60 kilonewton per meter from C to D, and there is a point load at this point of 60 kilonewton. Suppose this is point E. Now how to solve this beam? First of all, we can solve this beam by considering these beams AC and beam CD in two beams. Means this beam CD beam we will analyze separately and beam AC will analyze separately. So there is a hinge, so because there is no horizontal forces in this beam, so there will be only two equal and opposite vertical forces at point C. So we can break this beam into the two beams, and we have drawn the free body diagram like this. We have drawn a beam AC and beam CD. So at point C there is a vertical load of Fv. Then at point C, and the left hand side of point C there will be equal and opposite point of force of Fv. Okay, so this will balance each other and it will become 0. Resultant force of these two will become 0. So first of all, let's solve for the right hand part, beam CD. So you can see that bending moment around point D is equal to 0. So Fv into this distance 3 meter minus, due to this 60 kilonewton per meter, 60 into total load is 3, 60 into 3 into distance centroid will be at midpoint of 3, so 1.5. okay, will become 0. So 3Fv is equal to 180 into 1.5 is equal to 270. So Fv is equal to 270 by 3 is equal to 90 kilo Newton. Now sum of all the vertical forces will be 0 in this beam CD. So sum of all vertical forces will be 0. So we have Fv is equal to 90 plus Rdv is equal to downward force, which is 60 into 3, so it is 180. So Rdv is 180 minus 90, which is equal to 90 kilonewton. So Fv and Rdv both are 90 kilonewton. So here we have F1 90 kilonewton upward, so it will be 90 kilonewton downward in this portion. Now if we consider this left hand side of the beam AC part, then if we take moment about point A, then it will become 0. So we will calculate, see this Fv is 90, so 90 into, suppose clockwise is positive, so 90 into, this is 1 plus 2 plus 8, 11 meter, plus this 60 kilonewton, it is also downward, so it is also clockwise. So 60 clockwise is positive, so 60 into 2 plus 8 is equal to 10 minus Rbv into 8 plus this, due to this 30 kilonewton meter per meter, 30 into total is 8 meter into centroid will be at 4 meter, half of this distance, so 8 by 2 or 4 will become 0. So 990 plus 600 minus 8 Rbv plus 960 will become 0. So from here we can calculate Rbv. We will get 8 Rbv is equal to 2550. So Rbv will become 2550 divided by 8, so it will become 318.75 kilo Newton. So we have got RB, which is 318.75 kilo Newton. Now sum of all the vertical forces will be 0 in this left hand portion of the beam. So let's calculate it. So RAV plus RBV plus this total downward load due to this 30 kilonewton per meter, 30 into 8, sorry, this is upward, so they are plus, suppose upward is plus, then this is downward for 30 into 8 minus this 60 and this 90 is equal to 0. So we have found already the value of RBV. RBV is, so RAV is equal to 60 plus 90, 150, and 240 plus 150 minus RBV. RBV is 318.75. So it will become equal to, RAV will become 71.25 kilo Newton. So we will write RAV is equal to 71.25 kilo Newton. Now we have all the forces, so we can calculate the shear force in this beam. Suppose we are calculating for the left hand side first, then shear force at point A will become 71.25 kilo Newton. Now suppose we take a section X at distance X from the point A, then shear force at this section will become RAV, which is equal to 71.25 kilonewton minus 30 kilonewton per meter into X in, so yes, this will be the shear. So shear force at point B, here X will become 8, so shear force at point B will become 71.25 minus 30 into 8, so it will become 71.25 minus 240, so it will come around 168.75 in negative kilonewton. Okay, so this is a shear force at B. So somewhere from positive it is becoming negative, so it will become 0 at some point. So shear force will become 0 at where 71.25 minus 30x is equal to 0. So x will become 71.25 divided by 30. So it is 2.375 meter. So at this point bending moment will be maximum. So that's why we are calculating that point. So shear force is becoming 0 somewhere in between here, 2.375 meter. Now we have to calculate shear force at point just after the point B. So just at point B it will become minus 168 shear force at B. It's just before B and it's just at B. Minus 168.75 plus this force 318.75 kilo Newton. So it will become 150 kilo Newton. Shear force will be 150 kilonewton just right at point B, and then at this point it will be minus 60. So 150 minus 60 is equal to 90 kilonewton, and at this point it is 90 and 90. So if we see from the right side it is 90 kilonewton here too, so from right side and left side it is same value. So shear force at C is 90 kilonewton. Now if we see in this section, in section CD, then shear force here is 90 kilonewton. Now shear force between this point C and D will become 90 minus this 60 into x. Okay, between C and D because of uniformly distributed load. So at point D it will become 90 minus 60 into 3, which is equal to 90 minus 180, which is equal to minus 90 kilo Newton. And at this point it will add plus 90, so it will become 0. Shear force will become somewhere 0 in between point C and point D, because it is going from 90 to minus 90 kilonewtons. So shear force will be 0 at which point shear force will be 0 at 90 minus 60x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 90 by 60, so 1.5 meter. So at 1.5 meter from here it will be 0. Okay, so bending moment will be maximum at this point 2, so we have to calculate maximum bending moment at this point 2. Now we have to calculate the bending moment. Now bending moment in this portion at section XX, which we have considered during the shear force, we will be calculate bending moment is equal to RAV, which is equal to 71.25 into x minus, due to this UDL, 30 into x into x by 2, which is equal to 71.25 x minus 15x square. Okay, so if we try to calculate bending moment at point B, then it will become 71.25 into 8, because x is equal to 8, minus 15 into 8 to the square, which will become 390 kilonewton meter. Now we have calculated that at x is equal to 2.375 meters, shear force is becoming 0. So at x is equal to 2.375 meter, bending moment will be maximum. So bending moment at x is equal to 375 is equal to 71.25 into 2.375 minus 15 into 2.375 to the whole to the square. So it will become 84.61 kilo Newton meter. So we have got maximum bending moment in this section, in section A and B. Now bending moment at E. Now bending moment at E will be this 90 into this distance. Bending moment at E will be minus 90 into 1, because this is downward. So it is bending beam like this, so it will become minus. Now for the right hand side of the beam, bending moment at C will become 0, because there is only force and distance is 0. Force into distance is equal to 0. Now bending moment at 1.5 meter, where bending moment is maximum, is equal to Fv, which is 90 kilonewton into 1.5 minus the 60 kilonewton meter per meter into total, this distance is x into x by 2. So x is 1.5 into 1.5 by 2, so it will become equal to 67.5 kilonewton meter. Now bending moment at point D will be equal to 0. So now we have found all the values of bending moment and shear forces. Now we can draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this beam. Now we can combine these two beams to draw the same bending moment and shear force diagrams. Now if we draw the shear force diagram, here it is 0 and 0. Then at point A we have calculated shear force is equal to 71.25 kilonewton. So we will draw 71.25 kilonewton. Then at point B, shear force at point B is minus 168.75 kilonewton. So it is in minus 168.75 kilonewton. Now at point C, at just point B we have shear force is equal to 150 kilonewton. So it is in plus 150 kilonewton. Then it is constant up to here because there is no force. Here it is inclined. Sorry. Here it is inclined because it varies with x due to this UDL. And then from here to here it is upward. And then from here to here it is constant. Then here it will reduce by 60 kilonewton, so it will become this 60 kilonewton, it will become 90. We have also calculated shear force at this point is equal to 90 kilonewton. And then from here to here it is constant because there is no force. And shear force at D is 0. Sorry, it is 90 because this is 90 kilonewton. Shear force here is 90 kilonewton, and here also it is 90 kilonewton, and in between it was becoming 0, and here again it will become 0 at point D. So this is the shear force diagram for this beam. Now this distance we had calculated where shear force is becoming 0 as 2.375 meter, and this distance from here is 1.5 meter. Now we have calculated bending moment, so we can draw the bending moment diagram too for this beam. So bending moment at point A is 0, so we will mark here bending moment at point A is 0, and we had calculated bending moment at 2.375 meter. Bending moment at x is equal to 2.375 meter is equal to 84.61 kilonewton. So it will become 84.61 kilonewton meter here. Now we have calculated bending moment at point B, which is equal to minus 390 kilonewton meter. So it will become minus 390 kilonewton meter somewhere here. And now it is x square minus x square, so it will be parabolic curve. It will become maximum at this point, then it will come up to here minus 390 kilonewton meter. Now we have calculated bending moment at point E, which is equal to minus 90 kilonewton meter. So we will write here minus 90. It is in inclined line because there is no UDL, it is only 0.4, so it is minus 90 up to here. Then we have calculated bending moment at this point where bending moment is maximum in this section, so it is 67.5 kilonewton meter. So it will become 67.5 kilonewton meter at some point. So it will become maximum here, and then again it will become 0. So this is bending moment diagram for this beam. I hope you understand how to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this hinge beam. If you understand this and if you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.